Hello, it's your Pontiff, ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury here. We are great. What's happening, guys? We're here. We are having some fun. We're having fun here. We're on the Archieverse. We're here on the verse. And what's happening? It's the 20th. It's the 20th of October in Australia, but in you guys in America, it is you guys it's Sunday night the 19th. I'm just sending a few invites out. Who do I invite here? See, Keslow, he doesn't jump on. We'll see if I can get him on. I don't think so. We've got the Goldberg, Keslow. Well, let's send one to Tan. I better tell Tan. Clivers. Someone to Clivers. I love the Clivers. Clivers is cool. I like Clive. Man, he's the one who got me into this streaming thing. We get one to Bear. I'll get one to the Zeal. Get the Zeal. Where is my Zeal? What's happened to Zeal? We'll get the Zeal happening. Let's have a look here. I'm just having a sticky beak. Oh, the Zeal's here. Okay. Oh, what's he doing? We got the Zeal. The Zeal's there. I sent one to the Zeal. Guys, what can I tell you there? It is a lovely. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's a love. It is actually quite lovely today. Lovely. New York. WatchTime New York, wasn't it? WatchTime New York. Let's have a look. And it is the 17th to the 19th. So that's, this is 17th. What's the 17th? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Watch time's gone out. It's finished. We'll have a it's 10th year. Did you know this? It's actually the 10th year at the Gotham Hall. Wow. WatchTime New York stands out for its attention to detail, showcasing exclusive brands. They had some exclusive brands. What did they have there? Who we got here? We got the world, not just the dog trainer. This is the world's greatest dog trainer, not just a dog trainer. You are please, when people say who you are, I want you to say, I am the world's greatest dog trainer, as proclaimed by ArchieLuxury.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Glad to be here.
Actually, I got some comments here. Little Dave says the New York watch show was a dud. Good thing you didn't go. How does he mean it was a dud?
Because you weren't there. Possibly because you weren't there. Oh, and you know what? I haven't heard the song in a while. What's up
Little
with that?
Dave says it was as dead as Mike's relatives in Rome.
Such as Caesar.
I love Pavel, 70,000 Hyundai owner. You know what? Let me tell you this. That Genesis, that's a fucking beautiful car, Mark. I must say congratulations on it. I'm
very happy with it. It's pretty. And it's super quick fast. It's very peppy. It's got it's got your normal mode. Then it has sport mode. And when you put it in a sport mode, and then when you put it into Sport Plus, oh man, it allows for like a launch mode, and it throttles down. It's more car than I need, but I am enjoying it.
Exactly.
Yes. It is quick, fast. It is tight. It is, I don't know. It's as close to It's very, very, it feels a lot like the Macan, the Porsche Macan that I had, except for it's, much newer, so it has a lot more tech. And weirdly, Porsche gives you 4 tires and a wheel. And if you want any other tech, it's all sold like in, they don't bundle it up. It's like piece by piece. So the options is what kills you.
Porsche does, you mean?
Yeah. Porsche charges you like practically buy the option. And then BMW, they're worse fuckers. They load the car with all the options.
No, nobody's as bad as Porsche. Porsche is expensive. Okay?
Well, yes, but here's the thing. BMW loads the car with features and then charges you a subscription to use them.
Yes, of course.
So that's the ultimate in cuntiness, if you ask me. But anyway, I'm very happy, and if and when I get bored with it, I'll trade it. That's all. That's what we do.
Yes.
Yeah, but so far so good. I'm pleased with it so far.
Yeah. I'm very.
It's not a snobby brand. Let's admit it's not. Genesis. Most people don't know it. When I first bought a Lexus, I bought a Lexus the first year it came out, the ES250. It was like one of the first ones they ever came out with, and it was just built on a Camry frame. But I remember the guy telling me at the Lexus dealership, it was their first year, he said, if you're ever driving by, stop in, we'll wash it for free. We want people to see these looking clean and nice. We want to sell cars and it's new. And I feel Genesis is a little in that stage. They're still a little unknown. But what's not unknown is this super chat.
Super chat from Terry Boston, our good friend Terry Boston. Lovely guy. Sir Chesterfield, why do you hate me? I'm seeking a racing-inspired chronograph. Mr. Brother is getting me a 36mm Explorer 1 next year for my 37th birthday.
Do you hate Terry?
I don't. I actually like him. I just said you got to be careful, Terry. We got to let other people speak.
Why would he think
I do the same thing on my show. I try not to talk exclusively, otherwise you would get really bored of me.
This is you on your stream not talking.
I like to try and get other people to have a bit of a say and a talk,
Yes, you definitely don't talk too much on your own stream. Sometimes you don't even watch your own stream.
I watch my stream. I like my streams, Marky. You know this.
I catch you all the time. You don't know how much of the time, your stream looks like this because I've pushed a button, and then before you notice, like 10 minutes later, I push it back. And when you catch me, you push it back, but you don't usually catch me at it.
No, I don't catch you.
So you caught yourself.
Yeah. We got a super chat here from Black Cat 997, $5. Mark, love the dogs. Easier to understand. Can you explain why my cat is mad at me? Is there such a thing as cat trainer? Major drama queen. Well, let me just say this to you. Mark actually did have a cat called Jupiter, who you had for a number of years. You loved Jupiter. And I got to say...
it was a sad day, I'll tell you what.
Yes, it was a sad day.
I feel like, Black Cat, the problem could be, in your name. Your name, your screen name is Black Cat. I feel like you're disrespecting the feline species with culture appropriation. So it could have something to do with culture appropriation. It could be that.
Culture appropriate. Just run that by me.
Well, it's like you wandering around, claiming Aboriginal roots. You're appropriating the culture of another. And Black Cat has named himself after, do you have a black cat? If not, maybe your cat is jealous. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, okay. So
not so sure why, but I'm not one for training cats. There are people who are really good with cat behavior.
How did you manage Jupiter?
Jupiter was just a good boy, I remember once he got an ingrown toe nail. Listen, he wasn't my cat. He was the ex's cat. But the ex just, left him and me. And you know, and I wasn't going to get rid of the cat. Like, it wasn't his fault that he came from a broken home. So I never did any, you know, I'd never, you know, but okay, all of a sudden it's my responsibility for everything. And I didn't know you have to clip their nails. And he had a nail that kind of like curved around and started growing into the pad of his foot. And I was like, shit. And I know what to do for a dog. You know, that doesn't scare me. I'd rather clip the nails on an angry Rottweiler than a cat, you know. But I look it up. I watch YouTube, and it
He
says,
needed
man,
his nails cut. Normally they have a scratch pole and they
yeah, well, he didn't. So he never used it. Anyway,
so
now he's got
so
an
he had
ingrown
long
nail.
nails.
He's got an ingrown nail. He's got curved around, grew into himself. So I read up and I watch a YouTube on what to do. And the first thing it says is, man, you have got to muzzle them or they will bite the living shit out of you, because when you clip that thing, it might hurt. And so I order a cat muzzle. I order the cat snippers, you know. I put the muzzle on him. He looks at me like, why? Why? And I grab his paw and I clip that nail off. And he looked at me and he went, just take this fucking, I'm not going to bite you. Don't be an asshole. And I never muzzled him again. And he always let me clip his nails after that. And everything was fine. Anyway, he was just a good boy. That's all. So I don't know much about behavior. I just had a nice cat. That's all I can tell you.
I get you, man. I get you. Do you know anybody? Today's topic is what was New York watch show like? That's WatchTime New York. What was happening there? Was there anything exciting? I want to hear from the audience if there was anything good to hear about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually. I mean, I've gone watch shopping with buddies. You know, Bruce Williams, the Gin Tingler. You know, but I've never voluntarily set foot in a room full of watch nerds. So I don't know. I don't know how that goes.
Yeah. It's I got to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's look, it was an interesting. You don't go to New York much. I was begging for you to come when I was there, but I think you were a bit busy.
I mean, it's sort of like when Jim and you were in Sydney at the same time and you couldn't have a cup of coffee with them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, I know. A bit nasty for me bit vicious for me to mention it. Anyway, I don't often go to New York City these days. My mother lives pretty close. When I visit her, I am close, but she's a little too infirm to go into the city now. And she used to always want to meet up in the city and go do city stuff like dinner out, play, that kind of thing. So, but that's why I haven't been to the city lately. When I get up into that area, I'm usually just busy visiting mom in the home.
Yeah. No. I completely understand what you're saying there.
But I used to work in Manhattan way back before the dawn of time. Oh, that's a client who got bit in the face.
That's okay. You grab it. You grab it if you want to.
I shall. Yeah. Okay.
Please grab it. I'll cover you. That's okay. No, Mark is just reminiscing there. We're talking important points there. Oh, look at that beautiful watch he's wearing. Look at that. He's wearing a Breitling. They've got the bullet brace. Fuck, that looks good on him. Look at that. It looks really nice on him. WatchTime New York. What happened in WatchTime? What happens on tour stays on tour. Let's get a shot. Let's go and have a look what happened at WatchTime New York. So let's go and see what is the press saying about this. Okay, Revolution, here we go. Oh, there's some guys there. Nice blank pane. Oh, nice Pam. So Radimir. Here we go. Watch New York Watch Watch Week returns October 15 to 19. Turning Manhattan into a global capital of horology. Over 5 days, collectors, brands, and enthusiasts will converge to celebrate time in every form. From the grandeur of Groffham Hall to the underground creativity of Hudson's Yard and the glamour of 7 World Trade Center. Whether you're chasing micro brand discoveries or hoard complications this week, when New York ticks louder than ever. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's Breguet. Look at that. Breguet was there. Actually, this Gotham Hall, I remember some of these stands here. So immediately, Breguet, Crown and Glory. Blank Pane. We've got Glasshoot. We've got Carl Bashir there. What's that? I'm not sure. We've got Meister Singer. MBNF. Interesting. It's actually, yeah, no, that's interesting. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what else is here. Interesting stuff, isn't it? Look at this. Whoa, look at that. F. Pigeon, Oris, Rolex, Grand Seiko Patek. What a great shot. Oh, John Mayer. Plepsy. I love the green. The green looks nice. Yeah, some Panda. Some nice. Yeah, that's a nice shot, that. Nice shot. Yeah, that's Gotham Hall. Look at that, guys. Let's have a look. Okay, so the VIP day was Friday. I went to the VIP event. Very cool event. Public days are Saturday and the Sunday, 11 to 5 and 11 to 4. Live panels, Q&A, hands-on presentation. Wow, that actually, yeah, there we go. That was WatchTime New York. Fuck. This was what's this? Oh, Hudson Yards. Oh, sold out. Fuck, look at that. Event sold out. Cellini Jewel. Oh, these are other events. Oh, okay. So you had WatchTime New York Watch Week. We had WatchTime New York. Okay, so that's that Gotham Hall one. Yeah, that's a nice thing. Then they had Wind Up Watch Fair. Oh, that's in Fifth Avenue. And then they had Indies NYC. Invitation only event sold out. Fuck. We've got Cellini Jewelers. Oh, that's just a jewelry. Foundation de la Haute Horologie. Interesting. And we've got Red Bar. Oh, Red Bar. Yeah, those guys. Met somebody from Red Bar. That was really cool. Red Bar. Yeah, wow, that was Red Bar community. Red Bar. Yeah, look at that. Far out. Very. Yeah, that's over now. It's over. Fuck. Fuck. It's over now. We got another super chat. AD never calling. $10. I know what happened at WatchTime New York. Everyone traveled to New York, got along swimmingly, spent a shitload of money eating $2 pizza, then went home. The next week, everyone hated each other. AD never calling. And we got Sundust 495, $5. Archie, if you could have one Neo vintage 2000-ish Rolex, which any watch? Actually, good question. You know what I really would love? 2 watches. No date sub, 14960, 429, and Sea Dweller, pre-ceramic Sea Dweller. Those are 2 2000-ish vintage Neo classic sort of watches.
What was that? The 16600 or the
1660?
Okay, yeah, I had that watch, and
I owned one years ago. Great watch, great watch. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, me too. You know where I got mine? Guess who sold me that watch?
David SW?
No, I don't know if he was around there. I certainly didn't know him at the time.
No,
But
sorry.
anyway, it was somebody else that you were spruiking back in that era.
Oh, Kenny Nguyen, Jewelers on Time.
Yeah, he sold me that watch. And I don't remember who I sold it to, but I kept it a good while. It was a nice watch until I discovered ceramic, and then that was it. It ruined me. Ceramic ruined me.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing stuff, isn't it?
It is amazing stuff. I mean, actually, I think if you're going to get like a 14060, you might as well get that 1660 instead. Like it's a little bit more watch, but and I think that they're like, if you like those 5 digits, I think they're a good price compared to the ceramic stuff. But I just don't like the jingly jangly bracelets.
Yeah. Actually, the funny thing is, in the Sea Dweller, it actually had solid end links, but you know that, like, it's kind of,
yeah. But the hollow center links, the pressed metal clasp, it was more robust than the subs. But
yeah, but we didn't know any better then. Okay.
And then when we did, it ruined everything. I also had a 16613 bluesy, which I got entirely because of you, and enjoyed it for a long time till I discovered ceramic. Even the way even the click of the ceramic bezel compared to the old, aluminum bezels, which I think had a click spring instead of the ball bearing. It was a whole different feel and sound to the turn.
I must tell you.
Tell me.
Going back to the 90s, everyone looked down on me because I was into Rolex so much. I was a Rolex. That was the only brand. I hated. The funny thing is, I didn't really like chronographs unless it was a Daytona. I wanted a Daytona, but they were expensive.
Chronograph.
That's
why would anybody look down on you?
No, because they were saying to me,
"Look, it's Marcus.
Marcus. Oh, Archie.
Yeah, how's he going? He's looking good, isn't he?
Today's the day I'm gonna sell the 1601. It's gone.
Good on you. Good on you, man.
Wait, what are you selling?
I spoke to Erwin. Erwin gave us legal advice. He said you got 2 months.
Yeah, listen,
2 months to lodge that claim.
Yeah, last
2
time
months to lodge
I told you
claim.
when you were on.
But I got a feeling I don't think this guy really wants to do that, because you know what? I get it. You work there. You don't care. You don't care. You're okay. You're cool.
I had fun.
We got you a lawyer, but you logged off. It was the same day that I told you, we were going to find you a lawyer, and then we did. You were logged off. You were gone.
Man, I had to go to sleep. It's like 7 a.m. I didn't sleep.
Yeah, I understand. But Archie, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Erwin say the last client he had in that situation, he got him 800,000 ringgit?
Man, I could get a few more Rolexes with that.
That's the point. Maybe. I'm just saying. But okay, never mind.
Yeah, I gotta link up with Erwin. I gotta find this guy.
Well,
see, the problem is, I'll be honest with you. Can I tell you something privately, Karen? Just don't listen to this, okay?
Yes, don't listen.
Look, Marky, you don't understand. See, the only reason Kiri got that job was because his family is very influential. They're connected.
Yes, but
and
they screwed him for
families
$50.
that employed him, right? They don't want to go there and start taking him to court. You know what?
All right, then why doesn't he send? Why doesn't
on the chin? He doesn't give a fuck.
This guy here, his
family. He only did it as a hobby. Okay, this guy's got servants. Okay, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, no. Why doesn't Archie?
Okay?
Archie,
why did you know I got it made, bro?
Why doesn't he send one of the largest?
I know. You've got it in your eyes. I can see it. He's got a maid.
I got it in my eyes. Anyways, I'm looking for a replacement to the 1601, since there's gonna be a watch-shaped hole in my heart. So I'm thinking vintage Omega or Universal Genève.
No, if you're gonna sell the Rolex, you got to get a better Rolex. You're not gonna ever.
Tudor. How about Tudor?
No, I honestly, if I were you, why don't you get a 16234, 162? That's a much better sapphire, date just 90s, early 2000s, or get a no date sub. Get a Rolex.
Like the date done. No, I did. I signed. I'm on the waiting list for no date sub. A new one, maxi case, a new one. I'm on the waiting list. I did.
Wait, maxi case or 41mm? There's no wait list for the 40mm maxi case. You mean the new one?
Yeah, the new one, Maxi case. There's a wait list. It's not really a wait list. They
Yes,
call
no,
it an
there's
intro.
the, yeah,
No,
there's
it's not
a
a
whole
maxi
fucking
case.
mess.
The new one's not the maxi case. The new
Oh.
one.
correct.
New one's what? Yeah, it's the 41.
Yes.
Then that I just told them I wanted a Note 8 sub. I didn't even get to try it on. They were trying to rush me out or something, man.
They were trying to rush you out because they didn't know who you were. You need to like flash around a little family cash and credentials. Why don't you go in there next time with bodyguards wearing your Rolex? But you need a couple of bodyguards with earpieces talking into their wrists, you know, and then they're going to take you a little more seriously.
It's excessive, excessive. You know, I'm not
You
like
want
that.
that sub or you don't, kid?
I do want that sub. I might have to give this method a try.
I told you what to do. You want to dress up all in black with a narrow, thin black tie, white shirt, everything else black. You want black sunglasses, preferably Ray-Bans. You want 2 large body guys talking into their wrists. They need to be wearing suits. They stand on either side of you, but a respectful 3 feet back. Super chat.
What do you think about the 669 fall?
Too small. Too small. Too small. I've owned 6. I used to love 6694. It's just too small. Too small. Too small.
Yes,
too
but
small.
this kid is
Got a
not.
super
You know,
chat here. Mr. GMT's discount Seiko shop, $3. Selling broken Seiko is so unsexy. You know what? The way T-Dubs behaved was pretty shit. You know what? You never joke with that.
You know, Archie, I looked at your LinkedIn. You had a very good career in IT. Why don't you go back to doing that if YouTube is so rough right now?
Been there for 10 years.
he had a very good career. Very good.
The credentials, you know, the work and everything you did, you know, I feel like you could get maybe a mid-tier IT job still.
Let me ask you a question, Marcus. Have you ever heard of Cobalt?
The material?
No. See, the programming language Cobalt. It's a programming language.
You mean C?
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that the programming language that Archie knew was discontinued before you were born.
HTML? Was that what you think?
Exactly.
Oh, that's like even newer.
MS-DOS prompt.
Oh fuck no, that's kind of useless now.
Well, what I'm telling you is that's Archie's IT degree. He's a little out of touch.
He can't get training or something.
Well, he probably could qualify.
I'm 53. You know, that's kind of retirement age in Malaysia, isn't it?
I mean, nah. I got people working till the 80, 70. You know, it's normal here.
Yeah.
Yes, but they're frying. They're frying dumplings on the street with a little cart. Archie, is there much of a
they're cooking noodles. They're cooking noodles at 70 years old, and it's hot.
Right there, you go. What do you think, Archie? Is there maybe a food truck? Have you thought about a food truck? That's very big here in the States. The food truck.
Yeah, food truck is a great idea.
Just don't eat the inventory, but I do feel like there could be something to that.
You could do like Japanese food. You use your wife. You gotta use your wife as marketing. Like authentic Japanese food. You gotta use her.
Oh my God! Yeah, put Mama Pluta right. Like a big graphic of her right on the truck.
Then it seems authentic. You gotta stand back. Even if you're cooking, you gotta stand back. You can't show your face.
But look at that face.
You gotta. Have you seen the Universal Geneva? They're bringing it back in 2026. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't like Universal Geneva.
It's a Phoenix
Even the tri-compacts, the Pro Rifle, nothing. You don't fuck with it.
I don't think it's that great. Universal Geneva.
I mean, they have a lot of shit in the mix.
Archie, if you were to do a food truck, what cuisine would it be? Let's talk about it.
I can tell you this now. I would do a couple things. You got to keep it simple. I would do Thai green curry with rice, just a little thing.
Pork, chicken,
I would
or shrimp?
do pizza, possibly gourmet pizza with freshly made dough. Pizza.
It's an odd combination, pizza and.
No. I do one of them. Spring rolls. So just do one thing, one dish. That's it. You want to do it well. Just one dish well.
Pizza's a problem because on an oven, it takes like 30 minutes. It's too long to make a pizza.
You gotta make it pre-made with a lamp. Pre-made with a lamp.
No, man, that's nasty. That's nasty food. That's like McDonald's.
Do you guys fuck with pizza? I like my pizza more when I put it in the fridge. I like it cold.
Is that right? Well, there's no that's Malaysia for you.
Nah, I think just me, man.
I've got to tell
You
you
guys don't do
something.
that?
Realistically, you've got to understand something. The way the world works now is that it's very, very vicious. Okay, the world is not a friendly place. Do you understand that? It's not friendly anymore. Okay,
A lot of
and
backstabbing, man.
I got to be honest with you. It's you know, I don't know if I really could cook nice pizza.
You gotta put on a mustache and act Italian, man. That's all.
Eat Thai green curry, Tom Yum Goong. That's what I want to eat. Tom
Some
Yum
young
Goong,
guy.
Thai green curry. That's what I want.
You know what though? There's a lot of The good thing about curry is you can just like make it like a whole cauldron of it, and all you gotta do is keep it boiling all day long, and then like ladle it over
I'm
rice.
just gonna get a drink. I'll be back. One moment. One moment.
No,
one moment.
No.
I'll be back.
Oh fucker! Look, what do you?
He's been in the same clothes for days, man.
Days? How about weeks and months? We
Really?
we don't even know when he's washed that T-shirt last.
Is it the same shirt, or he has just?
Yes, he does. You know what he does with that shirt when he's finished the live stream?
Does he just take it off?
He takes it off and stands it up in a corner, leans it against the wall. And it just stays there until shortly before the next stream. All right, what watch are you wearing today? Let's have a look.
I'm not wearing a watch today, but I'm planning on traveling today, you know, to my new condo at college for college. I think I'm gonna go with my Mont Blanc 7750 maybe.
Okay, so you're starting college. I assume this is going to be your first year, and you're going to your condo, not a dorm, a condo.
Come on, man. You know we don't fuck with dorms out here.
Well, so let me make an assumption. Your father has bought you a condo close to.
Oh no! I'm just renting a condo.
I see. I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Well, without giving out too much information, are you in KL?
No.
All right.
I'm heading there for a bit today just to sell the Rolex, you know.
So you can reach KL. And why have you decided to sell the Rolly?
I don't like it that much, man. I don't like it.
What is it about that Rolly that do you have it handy? You can show the punters so they know what we're talking about. I've seen it, but I don't.
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's grab it and hold it up.
So, reason I want to sell this is it doesn't have a quick set date, and it icks me.
Yeah, that's
it
a
icks
pain
me.
in the ass. Yeah. You know what? By the way, no quick set date. Welcome to my youth. When I was in college, nothing had a quick set date.
And bracelet flimsy is it's sagging.
Look at that little bit of sag. It's
Not
actually
terrible.
not that
That's
bad.
not terrible. That's
Yeah,
not
it is.
terrible.
It's not
It's
bad.
not too bad. It's not too bad, but and it has nice patina on the dial. It looks like a wood grain finish almost because the lacquer came off, but it's pretty nice. It's sad to see it go today.
Well, you might keep it.
I'm not, man.
Okay, you've decided.
Maybe I'll buy it back. Do Archie. I'll buy it back.
Well, yeah, that's definitely an Archie. But you know what? Here's also the Archie. You buy it for one price and then you sell it for 27% less than what you paid. What do you? Are you going to lose money on this deal?
No. I got it. I paid 2K. I paid 2K for it.
And what are you getting for it?
2.5. 2.5.
Oh, well, we're going to make money. That is very un-Archie like.
He's at 2 watches right now? Or 4?
Oh no, he's got more than 4 watches.
666.
Okay.
Gooey Caramel Kit Kat. This segment is sponsored by Kit Kat Chunky Gooey Caramel.
I don't think we have that one in the States.
Never seen that. It's an Australian thing.
Have you seen the matcha one, which is from Japan?
Yeah, I got those downstairs below me. Yeah, there's like a convenience store.
Yeah, I don't think we have that. I mean, I can get them at the Japanese store.
Dude, do I got a fucking lazy eye? I swear, if I look away for like 2 seconds, my eye just drifts.
Yeah, no worries. You figure it out. All right. Well, today's watch is brought to you by Breitling. Breitling and Breitling.
How many watches you got, Mark?
What's that?
How many watches you got, Mark?
I don't know. It's a good question, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. And here's the other thing. I don't think I want to know.
That's addiction, man. as
little bit.
addiction.
I think I'll upset myself if I do know. Super chat.
Archie, do you still got the world timer? The Patek.
Sold it.
That's fucked up, bro. That was like your magnum opus. That's probably like the best watch you own so far. It
I had
was.
a car
It got bad. It got that bad.
I wanted to pay my BMW off.
Oh, you paid it off. So it's not. It's a balloon scheme. I remember it was a balloon scheme, and the lease is paid off.
All right.
Fully paid off. MT85 $2. That's exactly what you need, Archie. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you.
Tell him.
I've still got 2 gold Breguets. I got the Tradition and the Classique.
Mm.
You can only try your best. You can only try your best.
Do your best.
That's all I can say. You got to try your best. You know, sometimes you just want to get rid of some debts. The market's a bit changing at the moment. I just want to reduce some overheads.
But
That's the reason
when you got your
I
work
did it.
timer, wasn't it? Did you take out a mortgage for your house or something? You took out money from your house, right?
Yeah, I wanted to put money back in. Yes, correct.
So you took your house to pay off your car. So you're just moving the debt around.
Oh,
It's a circle.
hold on a second. Are you trying to tell me that an 18-year-old has got this figured out, Archie, and is schooling you on high finance and on
No, I mean,
income
this behavior has
ratios?
been going on for like 10 plus years, man. I feel like it's time to get a change. It's time to go for a change.
Maybe you should explain how it works to Archie. Tell him.
He knows. Archie's a smart guy. It's maybe it's bipolar disorder or what, but he goes on spending sprees. He goes on crazy spending sprees. Then he realizes he fucked up, and then he sells everything and he does it again. I think it's bipolar, man.
That is, well, Archie often says he has mental problems. Super chat.
Super chat. Black Cat 9972 $2. Vietnamese tacos, food trucks, big winner here.
How do you?
They do the ban mai. You know the ban mai.
That's a sandwich. Ban mai is a sandwich. Yes.
Yeah,
It's great.
Yes.
It's a baguette with like fake ham. It's weird ham.
Yes. I would imagine it's real ham. Super chat.
Super chat. CB $2. What about getting rid of some weight as well? Ooh, that's a bit
well, you could reboot the weight loss program.
We could,
but then why don't you start? But only after that Kit Kat, the gooey caramel Kit Kat is the beginning.
Yes,
Archie, do you feel like your cast members are enabling your bad spending habits when you're in a erratic state? Some cast members, not
First
all,
of all,
no.
I can't believe you're calling us cast members. I mean, that is a little.
Yeah, I gotta give you guys credit where credit's due. You guys are entertaining, man.
I see. Well, I thought we were. I mean, cast members. I thought we were basically hangers-on, sycophants, yes men.
I mean, I'm sure many people have tried to tell you.
Individuals who have a bad hobby.
Cast members. That's right. They're all cast members. Correct.
Oh my dear God! And Archie, you're the star of the show.
I got to tell you something. 6694. I've had a few of them. It's basically a manual wind oyster date, and they're non-quick set. They're actually not a bad. They're a very simple watch. They were the #1 seller in Singapore in the 80s.
They were so cheap back then. They were like $500.
Yeah, and they were like the simplest Rolex. They were the cheapest Rolex. It had a date. They were quite. They were kind of very cool,
When I was a kid, I saw these for like.
What do you mean when you were a kid? When did you stop being a kid?
Like, let's say like 7-8 years ago, I saw them with like for about $1,000 each. I was like, when I get some money, I'm gonna buy one. And now that I have some money, it's like, I was not in diapers. I never wore diapers, man. I just let it out.
Well, that's because you had servants running behind you with a dustpan.
Yeah, man. I mean,
see, that's extreme wealth. The bodyguards just carried around a rag. chasing after you.
When was the robbery? That was 2022, right? That was the pretty messed up time in Archie's life. The whole 2022 fiasco. I actually felt quite bad for you. That was.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. But hey, you know, like that's the way. Unfortunately, YouTube fame and celebrity is a double-edged sword. Okay,
Marcus, how old is your grandmother?
Oh man, I don't know.
Is she old?
I think she's like 60, 70, yeah, around there.
Is she single?
No.
Oh.
Wait, widow. Yeah, once a widow.
Yeah, well, but I mean, she's not. Is your grandfather living?
Nah, he died.
Perfect. Archie, Marcus has a grandmother, and she's widowed and lonely.
I gotta tell you, she'll suck you dry, man.
Wait, say that again.
She'll suck you dry out of all your money.
No. I mean, I figure your grandmother's got to be wealthy. I mean, after all, the bodyguards did, chase after you with mops to say.
Not really. Not really.
So,
it was only.
Would you like Archie to be your grandpa?
I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet him someday.
Well,
That'd be
you
interesting.
could do more than meet him. You could host him. He could move right into the. Do you have a family compound?
Depends. I got a few condos.
Sounds like it. Okay, Archie, I'm trying to.
You got a few condos? Hey, how much could I rent a condo for?
If
$500 a month.
Grandma, it's free.
How much?
$500 a month for like one of the nicer ones. I have the one closer to me is like $250, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice if you're living for
what
2-3
area
people.
It's not KL. What's the place called? What's it called? I'll just do a search on it.
Penang, man, Penang.
Sorry, how do I spell that? Penang.
Penang.
Oh, Penang. Ah, you're in Penang.
Yeah.
Penang. Wow, you're in Penang. Fuck.
I mean, honestly, Archie, I think you ought to be talking to Marcus's grandmother.
Oh, okay. So that's actually quite a bit of plane trip, isn't it? Penang.
You've been here before?
Well, the kid, he has his own plane. What are you talking about? He gets on Dad's plane.
No, I don't got my own plane. I don't got my own plane.
You got to get on your uncle's plane?
How many hours is KL to Penang? An hour?
No, it's 4 hours around there.
On a plane? 3 or 4 hours on a plane?
No.
Car. On a plane is like, I think 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour.
He'll just have the driver take him. It's quicker than flying because you got to waste time at the airport. He'll just have driver.
500 a month. 500
no,
a month.
250.
I don't got a driver anymore. They went to go like start their own business.
He doesn't have a driver anymore.
No, I hadn't had one for like 5-6 years, man. Economy's been rough. Economy's been rough.
Sorry to hear it.
Economy's very rough. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's why Grandma needs a man to take care of her.
You know what? Give me 2 breguets and you got a deal. You can stay in the condo too.
Wow,
2 breguets, and he can buy the condo.
You buy the
no, he can live in that. He can live in that indefinitely.
Oh, indefinitely? I don't know. I think we're gonna need his name on the deed.
Nah, man. Maybe one breguet indefinitely. Let's make a deal.
I think you should get your grandmother on the phone. Make an introduction.
No, I don't live with her. She stays in another house.
Yes, exactly. There's multiple houses in the family compound. We know how this works.
So you stopped. I gotta ask, right? I'm curious because I never really got it.
He's very busy right now. Take a look. He's really busy. Don't interrupt him. He's doing email.
Oh, okay.
I gotta tell you something. Seriously, there's a lot of here we go. We've done that one there. I got to tell you honestly, Malaysia is one of the nicest countries I've been to. Like I've been to many countries in Asia, and Malaysia has got a beautiful vibe to it. Singapore and Hong Kong are too expensive. Okay, I love Hong Kong. I love Singapore, but expensive. Shenzhen, the internet is not so great. Thailand is getting a bit expensive, and it's kind of very touristy.
Cambodia.
Cambodia underdeveloped.
You're gonna get tortured there, man. You're gonna get tortured and forced to do scam calls.
Sorry?
You're gonna get tortured and forced to do scam calls. You never seen the news?
Tortured?
Yeah, there's a huge ring. A lot of people get captured. Yeah.
Put into a course. Yeah, a scam. Yeah, it's very. But I think Malaysia is very safe. The people are very nice.
Archie, I got a business proposal for you. You wanna do a platform where you sell your watches, you know?
Oh, he's
Because
trying.
you're always
How about straps?
switching them in and out. You can do that, something like that. You know, your own platform, personal, instead of friends or whatnot. Maybe the price is a bit better with, you know, actual prospective buyer.
So wait. You're basically saying he should launch ArchieLuxury24.com.
Practically, but with his own watches. You know, maybe I could drop some stuff on there. He gets 10% cut. I think that's very reasonable. You know, because like I feel like your cast members, you know, they're always selling watches. So you know, you could take 10% off that, skim it off the top.
So
Use your fame.
Archie should go into competition with David SW.
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
I see. Well, what's the name of Federico's place again? I don't know why I'm blanking. DelRayWatch.com. Delray Watch.
Does Pride and Pinion actually sponsor you, or is just like a fan?
Pride. Look, he was. It's sort of. It was. Pride and look. No, he doesn't. It's just a bit of fun.
I mean, you're the original Nico Leather. You gotta think about that. You're the original Nico Leather. He's a fraud. Compared to you, he's a fraud. Because he's not.
Yeah, I know what you look. It is what it is. Look, everybody. You know what? I'm okay.
He's not really about it. You know. He's a money enthusiast, not a watch enthusiast. You're a true watch enthusiast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I understand.
What is the favorite watch you ever owned in your collection? You know.
Oh, you know, that World Time was beautiful. That World Time I just sold. I had so many. Look, you know what? I don't look at regrets. I've enjoyed so many things. I had an 18238 when I was in my 20s. Diamond dial. I love that watch. That was such a beautiful watch.
You always rebuild. You sell, you always rebuild. You always rebuild.
Yeah, no. It's okay. But I gotta tell you, as I get older, I really do enjoy steel sports. I think steel sports because I like steel sports. Steel sports is really good, you know. And,
I think you're a classic guy. Yeah. But what about the whole gold thing? You say you want to be a gold man by 60 years old or something. Was that because you had to sell a lot of your more popular stainless steel models?
It was just a phase. I thought I'd try gold because I really on the secondhand market, they're really good value. You know, they're expensive. They're not cheap, but they are very good.
So you can buy some gold watches for the same as melt value, or even less than melt value. You can buy gold watches for less than melt value if you find a good.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty good investment because you're investing in the movement and the gold.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's I got to be honest with you. It's the whole point is you got to remember these gold watches. Gold is also difficult to live with. It's very, very. Gold is easy to dent, easy to scratch. It's. I love the feel of gold. I really do love the feel of gold.
The weight and everything, right? Yeah.
But I really enjoy steel sports.
That's the true main focus, I guess. I remember you said in your younger years.
For me, it's just so much more convenient to have steel sports.
I remember you said in your younger years you also worked as a watch salesman. How was that like?
Yeah, that was okay. I used to buy and sell a lot. I bought and sold a lot, you know. But it's, you know, I tell you, customers are difficult to deal with. Customers.
That I understand. You're gonna meet a lot of strange people. But one thing I find about sales is you just gotta appease to what the customer is feeling in the moment, because you can tell everyone has a different personality, but at its core, everyone has a thing that keeps them going, right?
Exactly. Super chat CB $2. Sounds like shit Zen dried out. That's not the only thing that dried out, CB. Yes.
Mrs. Lai, did she dry out?
The only thing.
Does that mean Mrs. Lai dried out?
We'll see. Next installment.
To be determined. It sounds like it's fizzling. We might be on the prowl again. Didn't you meet at the New York Watch Show?
For a base. I'd like to have a base somewhere. Penang could be good, actually. Penang sounds really, really good. That's a...
You know, Archie, I'll be happy to show you around. Yeah, you'll always be protected out here.
Protected.
500 US a month. Is that right? 500 US a month.
That's for a really nice one. I have in my area, you could get a pretty nice newly built condo, not a few years ago, for like 250 a month. Because there's so many property developers. They're just building for the sake of it, because they're getting investment and everything. They have to do something. So there's a surplus of houses, so it's quite cheap. Property market is down a lot.
250 a
since
month,
COVID.
Archie.
Yeah.
You can save a lot by moving out of Australia. You're getting rid of a lot of debt. But then the thing is, you're always going to be renting, so you could never pay off the house.
Well, he's never paid off a house in his life.
In your
Doesn't
situation,
really
you
matter.
probably not pay off your house ever. And that's just speaking from not a place of negativity, but it's kind of obvious.
Listen, Marcus, it's all about financial arbitrage. It's going where your dollar buys more than in your home country.
But even still, would you be happy with owning nothing in return for a more...
okay, hey, look, it's a good question, and it really depends.
Would I be happy owning nothing in return for what?
For a, I would say, monthly cheaper lifestyle, because you're in debt. If you erase this debt, you still have to pay monthly because you're renting and leasing. You're selling everything to move away. Even though it's cheaper, you don't have any more. You don't have any tangible assets besides your watches.
Doesn't matter if you earn, say, just $3,000 US a month, and you're paying $250 a month in, in rent. You're saving so much money that your bank account is just ballooning up. You know what? You
could
own
live
money.
very comfortably on $3,000 a month. You could even
you own money.
You could comfortably pay for installments for a BMW, have a condo, and still have about like $1,000 or so left over.
Super chat, right? Wow. You just put that in shares. Super chat.
Rich Mitch, £2. Please pull up the link I posted. Blue Explorer. Where did you post this, Rich Mitch? Where did you post it?
Yeah, if you posted it in the chat, look, he put it in. Hold on, I found it. It's here. It's in the chat, but I don't know if you can copy and paste it out of that. You might have to email it to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. But can you grab it from that, Archibald?
Oh my God, it's in the chat. Is that right?
I've highlighted it. It's up on the screen.
I got it. It's okay.
There we go.
Fuck, it's. Hang on a minute. That's just an Oyster Perpetual 36. What the hell are you talking about, Rich Mitch? What's special about that?
Want to let us see it?
All it is a 36 OP. That's. You really think that's special?
Hey man, everything's special to someone. You gotta look, in Bangladesh, Seiko 5s are like Rolexes, man.
Is that really special? 36. It's got a 369 dial. It's okay.
Is that box even original? Zoom in. It looks fake.
It's the older one. It's the old. I think it is. I think it is original.
Not sure, because even like 2018,
I hate people who have fake box with a real watch. I hate that. It really pisses me off.
You're speaking about me right now, man.
No, but yours is just a later box for an older watch. That's the difference.
I mean, it is a real box, but it's like mismatched. I took it from my dad.
So what is that? An Explorer?
No, it's Oyster Perpetual.
I just don't remember the OP having that configuration, but could be an old one.
Before the whole funky color thing, the whole Tiffany blue pink.
I didn't start tracking OP 41s until about the last 3 years.
Because they used to be like the bare minimum,
Well, they still kind of are, but they've just made them more attractive.
Yeah, but the whole waitlist and everything, like Oyster Perpetual can be comparable to a Datejust in terms of its price range.
No, the Datejust is, I think it's, There's more watch. It's more watch.
No, if you're doing gray market, there's not big a difference if you get a older Datejust like 2015, 2016 compared to like a new OP.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got to tell you something. I like it, but I think you'd be better off. I think you'd be far better off, personally, with a 36 mil.
It is little.
No, I think it's 36. This one's 36 mil.
This is 36. This is 36. The listing's at 36.
36. I think you'd be far better off with an Explorer 1. I like the Explorer 1.
Explorer 2 is probably the best value Rolex. I think it's around $5,000.
Blue. 3. I have 3 OP41s.
Wow. That's hoarding at that point.
A little bit. I have the Tiffany blue, I have the bright blue, and I have the
Did you
green.
get the Tiffany blue at its peak when it was the whole, Patek thing?
I bought it. I had inside information that it was going to discontinue, and I bought it about 2 weeks before it discontinued. And
you lucky duck. You got it at retail?
No, I got it above retail, but I got it before
It's
discontinuation.
the Tiffany. Sorry, the Tiffany.
Yeah, the Tiffany.
I thought you bought that at retail, Mark.
No. I bought
Slightly
it,
above or like a lot above?
I bought it at I don't know, like 2.5 times retail, and then it went stupid.
Oh.
It's still above where I turned down an offer for $25,000 for that watch shortly after I bought it for way less than that, and it's still worth more than I paid, so I'm not unhappy. And actually, I think it's really nice. If I were to sell off my other OPs, that'd be the one to keep. I like it.
If you really like your watches, you wouldn't care if it tanked to 0 the next day.
Wait, you're talking a little too fast for us to understand you. Say it again.
If you really like a watch, you don't care that it tanks to 0 the next day. That's how I shop. If I buy something, I really like it. I don't care if it's like worth nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I do. Oh no, you've always got to keep an eye
Archie
out.
likes his value, but we don't. I don't know. If you buy Rolex, it's not going to be worth 0 the next day.
Because your watches are your safety net. Because if you meet trouble or what, it's your backup. But then if you're just buying it casually, it doesn't matter the value, right?
Yes, we can use it to get out of jail in Malaysia.
Yeah, if you're in Yemen or something, you got a Rolex, you could get very far.
Yes.
What's up with the Panerai? If you care about second value, why did you get the Panerai?
Oh, I bought it second hand.
How much you got it for?
I paid 7 for it. I paid 7.
$7,000 for a Panerai.
7 Aussie.
Yeah, Australian. That's not real money.
That's quite a lot. I would have paid more than
$4.5 US.
Super chat.
What could you do with $5,000 in today's watch economy? Watch scene. What could you get with $5,000?
Tudor, Omega, maybe Cartier. Yeah, definitely Cartier.
It's kind of lame, but let's go with something that's gonna be special in a few years.
Well, you're not gonna get an AP with 5,000. I mean, some of the really old horrible ones, maybe even.
The Quartz Royal Oaks used to be $5,000. I was like really considering it if I had the money, but now you can't get jack shit with it anymore with $5,000. I think they're 15, 16 now. They tripled in price within after COVID. After COVID, everything went bonkers.
You can get a Roadster for like 3,500, and that's
Roadster.
That's kind of a cool Cartier. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the chronograph with the toenail shaped case.
Well, it's chronograph or a 3-hander. Either way, they make both.
The Pasha was about $1,000 a few years ago. I was gonna get one of those, but it also went bonkers recently.
Yes.
The Pashas. The Pashas themselves there. Mark, you've got yours is a drive, isn't it? Your dive Cartier.
It's a Calibre de Diver. The Cartier Calibre de Diver. And you can get that for like 5,000 now too, I'm sure.
Calatravas used to be like $2,000 too. No, that's fucked up now.
I don't know, maybe
Calatravas used to be like $2,000. I think Archie got a lot of those like cheaper Calatravas back when they were a lot cheaper, right?
Super.
Yes, there's a lot of Western expats. They get prostitutes all the time. The perverts.
Black Cat 997 $2. Is there a big Western expat community in Penang? Yeah, good question.
Well, you said there are, but they get prostitutes. What did you say?
Yeah, they're all perverts, man.
So they're sex pats.
Yeah, a lot of sex pets, but like, I mean, at least they're contributing to the economy. That in the other side of the coin is all cheapskate backpackers.
Yeah, they'll spend more money than the backpackers.
I mean, even Archie, when he travels right. You know, like compared to a backpacker, I really don't understand the joy in traveling that way.
Well, that's because you have servants. You're not used to sleeping in a bunk with like 5 other people around you.
Yeah, why are you paying for that? You're paying for that too. You know, that's a weird.
It's only like $4 a night, right?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what poor people are doing out here. I mean, it's strange behavior to just pay $4 a night to sleep with like 5 other men you don't know. It's weird.
It's crazy. I must say, Penang actually sounds like a very interesting place to go. How does it compare to KL? KL? You like KL?
Be careful.
KL is a totally different beast because when you go to KL, it's a lot more gentrified and Western. Penang is more of a heritage place. If you go to KL, if you want to look at the watch scene there, I would say it's a lot more similar to like Bangkok or something like that.
All right. Let's see. Rich Mitch says we've missed a super chat. Let's find the missing one. Oh, here. I think it's that one. Did you do this one?
Rich Mitch. Yes, we did that. That was the blue dial. Oh, sorry. Rich Mitch, £5. If you could get the Explorer 1 in 3 different colored dials, what would you choose? Explorer 1 in 3 different colored. So I'd have to say the black is legendary. I wish the blue is really nice. And you know what else I like? White. The white would be so cool. That would be the coolest.
What about the Air King? Isn't the Air King a better value proposition? I mean, to me at least, I'd prefer the Air King. Like the Air King has some fun collabs.
I love the Air King. Which one do you like? The one with crown guards?
You know what? Crown guards, I like it more on modern watches. You want to talk vintage? I don't like the crown guards. I think let's go non-crown guard. Yeah.
Why do we need more than one watch?
You know, I wrote something about this. It's an ADHD thing, I think.
It's not healthy. You know too much about watches. You shouldn't know this much about watches. You've dedicated your entire young life to mastering an absolutely irrelevant piece of technology. Why?
It's not technology. If you look at it from another perspective, it's art, and I'm cultured, and we're all cultured here. We're snobs.
Now that makes me feel better about myself.
Exactly.
Have you thought about psychiatry?
Me?
Yes.
As in like seeing a psychiatrist for my obsession with watches?
Like go to medical school, become a psychiatrist.
No.
You don't have a crazy obsession. You just like watches. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, dude, you don't understand because like, when I let me just tell you, to put it into perspective, I got like 6-7 watches in like the span of 3 months, man.
See, it's not healthy.
As long as you can afford it, it doesn't matter. As long as you can afford it.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm trying to finish my Seiko collection. So I got a King and I got a Crador, and now I'm just on the Grand, and I don't know for like my next big purchase. Should I go Crador or should I go Tudor? I mean, should I go Grand Seiko or should I go Tudor? That's a big thing.
Grand Seiko. Forget Crador. Crador's hard to sell.
Nah, I got mine. I got mine for $75 on auctions. You gotta play with the auctions, man. Those are amazing.
Okay.
He's stealing them, Archie. He's stealing them. Grand Seiko is very cool, depending on which one you get.
Crador. That's actually more. That's higher on the totem pole than Grand Seiko.
Currently, yes, but because if you look historically, Crador was always a brand they use in many different levels. It could be compared to Oris at one point. It could be compared to like slightly higher than Seiko, like a Presage. But nowadays it's above grand. But because Credo, they used it in so many different price ranges, you could get some older Credos for quite cheap. For like $100 or so, you could get something. It's a good value proposition. I think they have some good investment value. You know.
Super
Yeah. Yeah. Super chat. Super chat.
Yes.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Chief Tit. What have I missed, man whores? Man.
Get on here, bro.
Get on. Get on. Jump on. Come on,
Jump
join.
on and let us take a look around your house and see if you've picked the underwear up off your bathroom floor.
You know, and I know another dude, 21 years old. He got 14 watches in like 2-3 months. It's crazy. Younger people are more impulsive with their money, I feel, because they haven't reached a stage where.
Well, you have nothing else to spend your money on. You're not paying the mortgage. You don't even buy your own food.
And I'm trying to upgrade my car, man.
Well, that's yeah. If you bought a car or you have a car payment.
I paid cash for shit.
Look at that, Archie. The man doesn't even have a car loan. Speaking of car loans.
Wow, Chief Tit, here we go. Hello, Chief Tit. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? You children of corn, you.
We missed you. Super chat.
Yankee
this
Doodle,
dude
$2.
donating like $100 for stream, man.
5127 will hold values. I don't see them really going anywhere. I think they're a nice size. They're an automatic with a date. Both beautiful watches. Similar pricing, I feel there. Yeah, I don't think they're going anywhere fast, but they're also holding. They're a decent paddock. They're a very decent paddock. Very, very decent. We got another lawyer. So Kiri, this is Chief Tit. He's a lawyer in Australia.
Yeah.
And Chief Tit, this guy here he's studying law.
Oh, congratulations.
Hello, Chief Tit.
Well done.
He's in Malaysia. Penang.
Oh, wow.
What do you think about your career so far?
Do you know Erwin?
Yeah. They told me about him like the first day.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So what's it like practicing law over there, mate? Have you had some experience there yet?
I had a short internship. I didn't like it because lawyers are weird people, man. They're weird people.
Yeah, that's probably true, man. That's probably true.
A lot of very snobby and pretentious people in the whole industry.
Yeah. They're not too bad over here. They're a little bit more down to earth. Everybody's been over that.
Yeah, because in a country where the education level is a bit lower, you know, a job like a doctor or lawyer is like you're almost seen as a very successful person, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, man, try to keep it down to earth, you know, when you become one.
Keep it humble, man. Keep it real.
That's exactly right, buddy. Lead the way. Don't follow the others.
Do you like your job? Man?
Well, man, I've been doing it a very long time, so yeah, it's all right. It's good. Gets better over time.
It gets better over time. The starting wages are horrendous. Jack shit.
Really? Don't worry.
Yeah, it's like
time, man. It's all right.
$250 a month.
In Malaysia is shit, but Australia, the starting wage is actually pretty high because it's a high cost of living in Australia. See,
I think it's like 25 grand. The starting wages in something like Australia, right, or a Western country.
No, in Australia, law you're gonna get 60. What's a graduate get, Chief Tit?
Graduate should be on around about sort of 70 to 90, around about there in a normal law firm. Not for internships and shit. We're talking about somebody who's fully qualified and is ready to go. But you know what? Even at that level, I'm going to give you the inside tip from somebody who employs lawyers. The problem is that you think you know shit, but you're actually pretty useless for a while, you know, because you've got the theory down pat, but then you get your desk, you're sitting there, and the question is, can the employer actually bring a client in, sit them in front of you, and you can just take it away and know what to do? There's a big difference between doing that and finishing uni. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What's the internship salary?
Man, that can vary from like peanuts of, 40,000 through to, 60 or 70 for the top tier firms.
I'll tell you, the average here is 2,500 a year. For the
Yeah.
9 months that you are interning is 2,500, which I find like
Actually,
absolute.
well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Back in the 90s when I was doing that, we used to call
was
them article
free.
clerks. It was not only free, you actually used to have to pay in the olden days. You know, so I worked in a law firm for literally free for 3 years for free.
Back in my day, we had to walk to work
Yes.
in the snow, barefoot, crying.
Barefoot, that's right. Yeah.
You want to talk old Cradle here? I got one here. Tank style.
Wow, that's very nice, man. It's very nice. Very
It's like
sort
a
of
bracelet
80s
on
looking.
it.
Very 80s
It
looking.
is from 1983. It is a 1983 Cradle.
Archie likes that look.
Really, you like this style look? You know, if
Yeah,
you ever
sort of-
if you ever meet, it's yours. I'll gift it.
Thank you, man. It brings you back to those sort of early 80s days where people used to have like stainless steel bands all fully integrated, and normally they were quartz.
Yeah. Quartz was I think a lot higher end back in the day. Or it was the whole crisis thing.
Hold on a second. I'll be back in a tick. I'm going to show you something that looks very similar.
All right. Actually, you got any tank styles? I mean, collected any tanky square boxy watches? I never
Yeah,
seen you with
perfect.
something.
I love the Reverso. I had the Reverso. I love the Reverso. I think that is actually the best
Super good.
rectangular watch ever made. And you know, they even provide the movements for the tank originally. It was a Jaeger-LeCoultre movement there. Black Cat 9972 bucks. Old Creedors are quartz.
Yep, high end quartz, high accuracy quartz. They call it HAQ or some shit like that.
Yes, high. That's right. That's like the VH ones. The VH ones. You know.
Oh, VHP. I have one of those. Longines. It's broken right now though.
Hold on a second.
How'd I flip my camera? Yeah.
Here, thank you.
Yeah. Have a look at this. You see what I mean?
Oh, that's a Rado? Omega.
Oh, that's an Omega
love it.
Seamaster.
Oh, dude, that's sick. What's
I know. Seamaster quartz from, I think, what is it, Arch? Is this around about 80s or late 70s?
80s, I think, early 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking for a Seamaster, an older one after I sell the 1601.
You see
Get
what I
you
mean?
a-
How it's similar in style to that Creedor that you've got, that sort of look.
The
Yeah.
bracelet is the cutting, yeah. But yours is way nicer. It's shinier. Way cooler.
Very old though. And they've done something funny with the glass to deliberately make it look like a mirror, unless you're looking at it direct. Do you know what I mean?
So do you open, if you want to I'm assuming this is quartz. So if you want to repair this watch, do you open it from the front? Because when I repaired watches, some fossils were like that. They were really annoying to work with.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a normal, like there's a screw. See the little screws at the back, keeping the back of the case on?
Yeah, but if you want to take out the face of the watch,
The face, I don't know, man. I never really tried. I don't know. I don't think they've got sort of screw holes at the top. I think they're like the
This is
back
super
end of the
cool.
screw itself.
it's like,
You see how they've got the bolt on this side? So I assume this is the head that you start
You know what,
unscrewing from.
Chief Tit? Why don't you get yourself a butter knife and open that thing up? Let's see how it looks inside.
no, this is not it's not a knife one. You gotta unscrew it. I changed battery for some Omegas.
They're difficult to do. You can fuck them up very easily if you don't
That's
know what
very
you
nice, Chief Tit. I like that. Where'd you get it?
I got it at an auction years ago of a deceased estate. Fucking in my, the whole ambulance chasing thing.
I told
see
you,
it
dead
through to
guys
the very
watch.
end,
Yeah, dead guys have the best watches.
Dead guy watches, man. I think I should curate a dead guy watch collection. No, I have 4 right now. One's coming.
Well,
the
you know,
way.
Clyde
Well-
Anderson, the rancher, he owns deadguywatches.com. So you'll have to buy the URL.
He's a grave robber, man. He steals watches from graves. He's
Well, he
that's-
doesn't dig them up. He doesn't quite dig them up. He gets them before they go into the grave.
yeah, he bribes the workers. That's very unethical, man.
He opens
Well,
a coffin, he gets it off the body. And he closes
No, he just has friends at the morgue, friends at the city.
That's fucked up.
it. Yeah, I like it, yeah.
He knows the.
You know, if I got buried with a watch and some guy like that stole it, I haunt him for the rest of my life, man. I must have really liked that piece to get buried in it. So he fucked up with me. He's fucking with me.
No, we would never fuck with the new kid. We would never.
No, never. Mm, mm. Have you started?
By the way, so
Where is he?
we can see that you're not into a collection of straight razors.
No.
You do
No,
not.
I'll wait until tomorrow morning. I need to have a shave.
We know that you collect pens, but you do not collect razors.
You know what it is? It's a psychological thing. Every time I've got a bit of time off from the army, I rebel. I'm going to fuck you. I'm not shaving at all. But tomorrow it's back on. So
you know what? You just stop altogether. That was that was the best part.
Well, look who's talking. Look at you.
Super chat. I know. That's what I'm
Super
saying.
chat. Watch nerd Nick 10 Malaysian ringgits. Marcus, I'm from KL2.
There you go.
Hello, WatchTime Nick. Do you want to buy my Rolex? They just.
Well, you want 2.5 for it. We already know the deal.
10K ringgit. 10K ringgit. 1601. Let's see the response.
10K ringgit. 10K ringgit there. We've got
That's a very fair price. If you look at Chrono 24, it's a minimum.
Arch is going to be the online auctioneer. He's going, we've got 10K ringgit, 10K. I got 12K over here, 12K over here.
He wants his 10%. Well, so
10, 30. He wants 30%.
I will honor that deal. I will get you your 10%. If one of your viewers bought it, I'll give you your 10%.
Remind me,
much?
Where are you in Oz? Whereabouts are you again?
In Sydney.
So you're all the way in Sydney. What can you line up? What can you line up for the Pontiff? You know, is your office looking for a mailroom clerk? What do you suggest if this YouTube thing goes down? Hook a brother up. What can we do with this Pontiff?
I've got a lot of plans for Arch.
Do you? Tell us.
Oh, a lot of big plans.
Give us some idea.
I reckon Archie should be a buyer's agent.
A buyer's agent.
Yes. So in other words, he gets 50% of, say, whatever discount he gets off the list price of any watch.
The watch market is dead. Don't you know somebody in municipal garbage hauling that'll let him?
Yeah, I must admit the watch market. It is tough. The market. Look. Some watch dealers are doing really, really well, but this is the crazy thing. Some watch dealers are doing really well, but the market is not the same as it has been before. That's for sure.
I think you just got to be a likable person if you want to do well in you just got to be likable. Your brand has to be very likable.
The whole cast has now been left out. If you have to be a likable person, then that leaves out all of us. But like Chief Tit, can you pull some strings and get him a government job?
Yeah, you should let HR do that.
Yeah. See, HR is the most.
I think you got to realize this. Government, they don't actually advertise government jobs. That was a big intake. They haven't had big intakes of government employees for years. They're going to do a selection criteria.
Bullshit. It's all about who you know.
You couldn't get
it's very much cronyism, nepotism, all that, all that jazz.
I just don't think that's for Arch, though. Archie's
it's about who you know,
now.
and Archie, Chief Tit.
Archie's not at that. Archie needs to be the boss of something. He's not.
Are you saying he has a problem
with that? To take, he doesn't. He's not cut out to take orders.
Well, listen, look at you. You're kind of like independent and bossy. But however, you're in the military.
IT manager. You got to give him the IT manager. Get him back in the game.
That's a dead industry. All of that has been outsourced to India for a fraction of what the Pontiff used to make 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But Archie has over 20, 30 years of experience, man. You gotta consider that.
I mean, Archie's technology is like one step after punch cards. You don't seem to understand this.
No, he ended at 2014. It's not that long ago, man. He got it. He still got it.
What do you mean? I don't understand this comment. Goldberg, ask Archie. Anyone who super chats should know where their money is going. Well, you see where it's going. Look, Archie, smile for the camera. That's where it's going.
It's split between us, Mark. We're all splitting it after this, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's how this works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Good thinking. You know what? Give us your bank account numbers right now, and your routing numbers and stuff so that we can make the deposit.
USDT only.
Yeah. We got you covered. Don't worry. Goldberg, read my dungeon comments. I don't know about the dungeon. Are we even on the dungeon? Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know. All right. You know what? I don't do shit for free here. I don't know. I don't know what that means. You want him to read it, you're gonna have to pay him because he doesn't do anything for free. Super chat.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. Little Dave, $2. Who owns the dungeon? I do.
Exactly. Exactly. So basically, you are Luxie's direct superior. He reports to you.
Yeah, well, we've got a deal. He's a nice guy. He does a lot of work, and we try our best.
We do.
Always try your best.
I like the Luxmeister. He's one of the few weirdos in this world who I think is entirely likable. $20.
Whoa, that's a lot.
$20. This is MT85. Things fun to watch. Arch Lux said in his Sunday dungeon show today that he owns the dungeon channel and you no longer do. Does that mean our super chats only go to him and no longer you? Look, he's just joking with you, man. Doesn't matter what he says. It is what it is. Okay, he's cool. Just give him some poetic license. He's cool. Okay.
Poetic license, yes.
So basically, that is not factual. That statement is not factual. The super chats belong to you, which you then compensate Luxie for his efforts.
I give him half. We split it 50-50.
There you go, guys. Now you have the answer. $20. We appreciate your contribution. But apparently these are rumors, guys. These are dirty rumors that these are just simple rumors designed probably by somebody nasty in the Archieverse who is just jealous and trying to harm the verse. So,
but you're not serious, are you, Arch, about wanting to do something else, are you, or are you just saying that?
No, look. I'll be honest with you. I think realistically, I'm trying to get into semi-retirement mode, Chief Tint.
Chief Tint, we're on the Titanic.
I got rid of the car loan because if I want to have less stress and less problems, reduce your commitment level. That's the first thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually like to next year. I tell you honestly, I'm at a phase in life where, but I wouldn't mind living overseas for a couple months just to see how I like it.
Penang
actually sounds good because KL is a bit expensive. KL's more expensive. Penang is a little bit more less touristy, it's a little bit more value for money.
Yeah.
And it's a big city still. It's not primitive. Like, I'll be honest with you, Cambodia, Philippines, that kind of scares me a bit. But Penang is a good city. I wouldn't mind trying.
But can I say this to you? I know exactly where you're coming from because you get burnt out when you get to about our age, right? People in the olden days, remember, Bart, they used to go on a sabbatical for 2 years when they turned 50. And 50 is like, hello, that was years ago. So I get where you're coming from. The thing that I do, and I found that it's useful for me, I don't know if it is for you, I go away to Greece every year and I spend, like, if I can, 2 months of the year in the summer there. But during that period of time, I've got to tell you, I start getting a little bit bored. And then I'm looking and I'm doing a bit of legal work while I'm over there. If you can sort of do what you're doing now, but just maybe not as intensively from places like Penang or wherever you're going, then what's wrong with that?
Is he doing something?
Actually, Chief Tit, that's exactly it. I would still stream, but I'm looking at moving away from, a lower cost country would have. You're not going to have huge costs. Like for example, the worst place in the world I could relocate to it and do streaming from would be New York, London, okay, or LA.
Those places. Yeah.
Listen, Chief Ted, the difference between you and Archie is you have a jarb. Okay, super chat.
What's going on with the chat? They're saying you sold the show?
Well, they're trolling.
Here we go. Black Cat 997, $2. Edith Nark show on the dungeon funds all vacations. You betcha it does. We had some we try our best, we're trying to get Chief Tit, how do you feel? Like, I feel the world we're in now is so different than 10 to 15 years ago. It moves
Progress. It's progress.
so fast. And I've got to tell you, I kind of feel sometimes very easy to feel left out. Like you're a legal professional, which is always a great skill to have. But the reality is, like you're in practice for yourself. If you were working, it'd be horrible to be working for a firm now. You work for a big tier firm. They want 80 plus hours a week, right?
Yeah.
I had a friend who worked at Clayton Utes for a while, and he said the reason they used to have canteen with staff, the chef would cook you food. That's so they didn't even want you fucking off for lunch. They wanted you to stay.
Yeah.
They wanted you to stay there and work. That's what they wanted. He said he would go in when it was dark and he would leave when it was dark. He never saw daylight. It was just work, 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 work. And I think for me, seriously, I'm very fortunate. The YouTube business, it doesn't make a huge amount of money, but if I cut my costs, it's not going to be ridiculous. I can cut my costs and just live. I'd like to see, I really do love, look, it depends what country you're in. Like if I was in Europe, of course, you go to Greece, you go to Spain. That's the lower cost countries there. But we're in the Asia Pacific region. Well, you go to Asia, don't you? I mean, do I want to go to New Zealand? Well, New Zealand's not necessarily cheap.
No, it's not.
New Zealand's beautiful. New Zealand is beautiful, but it is fucking expensive. Okay?
Yeah, everything's going to be.
And it's,
moving to the jungle.
it's cold. It gets very cold there, so you've got high heating costs.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at Malaysia, Singapore and Hong Kong would be the ideal ones, but they're expensive. That's if you're wealthy. If you've got less money, you want to go where your buck travels more. Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia. I don't want to go too primitive. Philippines or Cambodia or Laos, that's a little bit too primitive for my liking. I still want some, modern amenities there, more modern amenities. Japan is a great country. That's another thing I want to explore.
It's not cheap. It's cheaper than it was, but it's not cheap.
Well, it depends. If you're in Tokyo, it's expensive, but if you're in the countryside,
well, then you need a car and a house and.
But wait a minute, Archie went to that place. Remember you were showing videos of that little house that you were renting or whatever?
Yes.
What was that like there? That was in the middle of fucking nowhere, though, wasn't it?
Well, actually, it was on the train line. That area is coming up. But okay. That was a magnificent place, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought it looked nice. But could you live there? I mean, could you stay there for longer than, say, a couple of weeks and not think, fuck, I'm going mad?
You'd go mad.
I go mad. No, you can. You can. I actually, you know what? I really enjoyed it. It's kind of got its own. Japan has got its own little I kind of fantasize about buying one of these cheaper homes in Japan, but what I'd do is I'd get a JDM, a Japanese domestic market Japanese car, something, and you live in the countryside. Fuck, you'd have a great.
You'd go crazy. You got no one to talk to. There's no English out there whatsoever. You're the gaijin that nobody likes.
Yeah. But you know what? He'd have this. This would be his outlet, though, Mark. I mean, he'd be able to go online and talk to people that he knows, and that would be his connection.
That's all that's what he's got right now. But at least now he can go to the grocery store and they understand him.
Hi.
I actually listen, the free houses in Japan are kind of interesting. So I've watched, I forget what they call them, but there's a name for it. And
abandoned houses.
But I've watched a bunch of these videos from the people who've gone out there and rehabilitated them, and they all universally say it's a very isolating, lonely life.
Well, they've got those things everywhere. They got them in France. They got them in Italy. They got them everywhere.
Yeah, you can get a house on a cliffside in Sicily for $1,000.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's not in the main centers. It's in more in the rural.
Nowheresville, and you got to put $100,000 into them.
Yeah, you got to guarantee that you're going to renovate for them within a certain amount of time and shit like that.
You have to basically promise to put $100,000 in.
But you know what? Italy's cheaper than you think. I had this friend of mine. His mother bought an apartment in the building next door to George Clooney's building on Lake Como, and there was like a mini palazzo which had I think which was turned into 6 apartments, and I was thinking, here we go. She said, I can't sell the fucking thing. I've been trying to sell it. Can you help me? Blah blah blah. Client, right? So I said, well, what sort of money are you looking at?
How much was it?
What do you reckon? I was thinking it's going to be fucking 1.2, 1.3 million euros, something like that.
500,000?
230 Aussie.
Whoa.
That's still a lot of money, but you know what I mean?
For an apartment on Lake Como? I don't know.
Lake fucking Como next to George Clooney.
Como.
You know, they're talking on the lake. Beautiful thing in a palazzo.
You got to put me somewhere where they speak either English or Spanish. I'm okay.
Well, see, that's the thing. The Italians don't do the English thing either. You're right. Like the Greeks speak a lot of English. The Italians, nothing.
Spain,
the French, not too bad.
I would be fine in Spain or
that George Clooney. They've really got their value out of paying George Clooney to live there for a while. Everyone says, "I'm right next to George Clooney. Do you want to buy the apartment?" Hey, if that's not a scam, I don't know what is.
That's right. You know? He's probably never fucking there. You know what I mean? But he's got an address, a PO box.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think I think it's a good idea. But in Penang, I mean, this is a question for you guys: is the people, the local people there, speak English? Could you get around? I mean, or if you're going to have the same problem that Mark was talking about.
Listen to this kid; they all speak English.
Yeah, because I went to Kuala Lumpur and there was no problem there. Everybody spoke English.
Marcus, how much English? How much English is there in Penang?
The issue with countries like Malaysia is wealth disparity. So you're gonna meet a lot of highly uneducated people, and you're gonna meet a lot of more Western-oriented, higher educated people. So it really depends on which area you go to.
What about Penang, where Archie's thinking about going?
Well, that's because that's where.
Oh no, I'm saying different sectors in Penang. Because there's more I would say poorer parts of Penang, and people that don't really speak good English as compared to somewhere nicer.
Is it picturesque? Is there beaches? Is there somewhere nice where Archie can put on?
There's lots of beaches,
but relax under a palm tree and shit like that, and do a nice.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. That's it's very touristy, but it's a pretty nice place. You can get condos and houses there.
Being
beach area.
Touristy can sometimes be nice because these people that come in and out and stuff like that, they're people that are
well kept. They're well kept. There's a condo. One of them I have is it has a private beach.
There's a private beach.
Yeah, that's about in terms of USD, it's about 500,000. It's not that much. It's a pretty big house. I think it's like 2,000 square feet.
Well, he doesn't need that. He probably doesn't even want that.
He needs that. He needs a $250 condominium, no more than the second floor, because his knees are going to give out soon. And it needs to be near 3 things: a little restaurant, a 7-Eleven, and a massage parlor.
Massage parlor, I don't know about that, but there's a condo that's integrated into a mall. And that's pretty cheap. For a month, I think it's like 250. You could do it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. If it's near a mall, then it has all that stuff in it.
Mark,
it's integrated into a mall.
Isn't he better off somewhere on the coast near Bangkok in Thailand, where there's a bit of a sort of got that tropical vibe going? See, this is what I'm picturing.
On the ocean, and he doesn't like Pattaya, which is, and then Phuket, which is also on the ocean, is very expensive.
I think him moving is a very impulsive decision. He should get stable in Australia first.
No, I don't think he's going to uproot himself, like sell his house and shit. I think what he's talking about is just shutting all that stuff down, not having any expenses from Australia, and just going away for sort of 6 months.
Both of you guys are adorable, but I got to tell you, I know you've been watching Archie for a really long time, but in terms of being on the panel, you're both a little new. Chief Tit, I know you've been around a little bit longer, but I just want you to understand what we're doing here is the narrative. It's just the current narrative, because he's got to have something to talk about. So he's no longer talking about selling breguets. Christ only knows we'll come back around to that. What we're on right now is I've got to simplify my life and move somewhere else. And now here we are trying to figure out how to help him do it, when in reality, he's not going anywhere. Okay, he is not going anywhere, because that requires something that the rancher says that Archie has none of, and that is effort.
What's that? Mark, do you remember that movie with Matt Damon and Mickey Rourke? Was called The Bruiser.
No, I do not.
I watched that movie. It was pretty shit. It wasn't very good.
I remember that one, and Bruiser was like this lawyer, and he was the senior partner of the firm, and he was never there. And Matt Damon was doing all the work, and I kept ringing him up every now and then to get like a piece of advice. And he was somewhere in the Bahamas on the beach, and it was unfucking believable. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's how you want to rock. That's how you want to rock. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for Archie. His life has been pretty stagnant for like the past 10 years, you know.
Well, he's had a couple of tragedies, you know, that are definitely, awful things to have happen to you. So
yeah, definitely with his whole son and everything. That was terrible.
That's like, I don't know how you fully recuperate from something like that.
But even before that, he was off the rails. Even before the whole thing.
Well, that is fairly true. But I mean, because you know what, he found this is like he found free money, and let's be honest, Archie got some kind of bizarre genius at what he does. He's not even in the fucking room, and there's 120 some people in here waiting for him to come back. But
you guys but like I feel like with this donations and everything, you guys are enabling him to pursue this on even further. I think donations are a bad thing at the end of the day if you look at the long term.
Well, once again, I want to channel the rancher, and I want to tell you anything that's people are tuning in to watch the train wreck. Have you ever passed a car accident and not looked? Someone falls off their motorcycle, gets smeared like 500 meters down the road.
No, it's been 10 years he's been doing this. He should have a redemption arc. He should come back like a phoenix.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, he should redeem himself. It's going to require It's going to require effort, thought, money, and those are all in short supply.
Money. Who needs money?
Well, you know what? Listen, the kid was just saying it's been a long time since you did something interesting like Satan Deville. Have you got any plans for, like reinventing yourself and going with the redemption arc?
Yeah, pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll think about it. You know what? I tell you honestly, I feel fucking burnt out. Can I tell you this? I feel fucking burnt out. Let me be totally honest with you.
Frank and honest.
Like I've basically been doing streaming every fucking day for 5 years. You can thank Clive for that.
It is his fault.
And it was a good journey. I really enjoyed it, right?
Yeah. I think you could retire.
Black Cat $9.95. How hardcore is Islam in that part of Malaysia? It's not that hardcore at all.
Not very. It's only really hardcore in one state.
They got a lot of cultures. You've got Indians, you've got the local Malays, you've got Chinese. Chinese a big proportion. As far as the Islam part goes, it's nothing. It's like Singapore, very much like Singapore, very respectful of each other's beliefs. Chief Tit, you're the similar age to me. I got to tell you something. I just feel totally fucking bummed out, just burnt out, man. I just fucking feel absolutely fucking burnt out. I don't know what it is. I suppose also I just feel that in my own life, like the YouTube is all very good and well. The audience has become much more vicious. Like I used to have fans. Now I've just got trolls. I seem to have more trolls than fans. And
I didn't realize that was the thing, and I've noticed it. It's really quite strange. I don't understand what that whole. Some people get on, they're really aggressive, and this. Like, do you mean like people like that HR thing when he gets on, he's screaming?
Yeah, like
I don't get it. What is that?
We just say thank you to our friend who just jumped off. Thank you for coming on there. Look, it's just I think what's happened is. See, you got to realize this. I started streaming. Okay, it's all cool. Then you got to push the envelope. They want to be more vicious, more like you have a look at these streamers who have really big shows, and they're doing more and more extreme shit. You know what I mean? They push the envelope. Like it's not. If I went to Thailand and walked around, most people would say, "Oh, I want to go to the girly bars. I want to go this. I want to be more extreme." You push the envelope where.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest with you. Say I filmed in Japan. I'm very honored that you actually watched my Japanese shit. But most people would say, you have to go there, cause trouble. You got to cause a scene. You got to make.
What was
you-
the
you-
name of
you
that?
gotta-
Who's that vlogger in the Philippines? He's an American Russian guy who got himself arrested, and he's still in jail there because he just filmed live streams where he like stole the motorcycle right out from under a motorcycle cop, got thrown out of the mall, tried to take the gun off of one of the security guards, all for jokes. And he's been in jail now for like 8 months.
He was a prankster, and the reality is, a lot of these countries, okay, like say Thailand, it does have a bit of a red
Cracking
light
down.
district, but they've got pretty vicious defamation laws. You can't just go and start accusing, or you got to be very mindful. And you don't want to go there with. You got to be careful how you do. And the problem is, people want more juicy content. They don't want just walking around saying, "Oh, this is nice." They don't want. They want juicy content. You know what I mean, Chief Tit?
Is that for the live stream or videos or both?
Both.
This guy Vitali.
Because when I used to do some gonzoing. People say, "Oh, it's boring. Go and ask this lady." They always push in the envelope, and I get it. They want to be entertained.
Yeah, but that's very tiresome to do that. You know, I mean, you got to have a certain type of personality for that, not to take a little bit out of you every time. Do you know what I mean? Because you're embarrassing yourself in public. You feel like a dick just for the sake of entertaining other people.
Exactly. I'll be honest with you, Chief Tit. I feel a bit burnt out. I do feel a bit burnt out. I'm not sure what I've decided to do. I'll tell you honestly. Okay. The collection was stolen. I got a little bit of insurance, and then I decided I'll take some money because I still had good financial figures. I needed to pay for a renovation to my apartment. Okay. And I needed to have money to pay the car off, right? But before I paid the car off, I thought, you know what? I'm going to play with this money, get a few watches, right? That's why I built this massive. I tried to add to the collection by having all that gold shit I had. I mean, everyone laughs and says, "Oh, it's shitter, Arch, it's garbage." Well, that was still $100,000. You understand? Like, it wasn't free, okay?
Yeah.
And what I ended up doing was, I went to Geneva. That was the highlight of the, that was the big thing, to go to Geneva. And then when I came back, I did my accounting, and I thought, fuck, you know what? It hasn't really. The business is shrinking, and it's shrinking because a number of reasons. I mean, look, you can't expect this shit to go forever.
Yeah.
You're relying on super chats, right? It's you've got to understand the business is what it is now. Okay, so I said, you know what? Let's cut expenses. Best thing I can do, pay the
You're very
car
self-aware. You're very self-aware of the whole situation.
Well, I sold the watches and put the money back. It was borrowed money. I used it for a while, then I put it back in. I'll be honest with you, I just need to survive 4 years.
Maybe this is the reason for the burnout.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have fame, or would you rather have money? Because the problem is, when you have fame but no money.
Look, I'll be honest with you, fame is not a good thing. Like the burglary, people know you. They're always having a joke with you.
That's what I'm saying.
A little bit of fame is amazing, but I can see how you could get really pissed off with it. Like, it really does piss you off. You know, like everyone. I would hate to be an A-grade celebrity because you'd get no peace. You're constantly, like.
Yeah, but it's worse yet when you achieve a certain amount of notoriety but don't have the money to go along with it.
Yeah, you got to work out how to cash in on the notoriety.
And that's what we're talking about right here, right now. Like, Chief Tit, do you remember when I asked Alexa about ArchieLuxury? She's going to start talking now. But she went on and on and on. She knew everything about them.
Absolutely.
Everything.
He's a very well-documented person.
I got to be honest with you, I haven't really made the big money, like millions of dollars. I've made some reasonable income, but middle-class money. But I got to tell you, I'm grateful for that. But the thing is, it is a changing environment. Like, you got to remember too, a lot of Americans, they don't want to talk about watches because their collection is no longer getting valuable. We've had some slides, and when I got out of my collection, I was thanking Jesus I didn't lose 10,000 or 20,000. I could have easily lost 20 fucking thousand if you had to liquidate.
10's gone vicious.
At 10.
He's gone vicious.
I got to tell you seriously, I think fame's useless without the money.
Precisely. I mean, and
Fame
if you're wealthy and nobody knows who you are, you're completely under the radar.
Fantastic.
Much
Hey,
better.
that is the dream. That is the dream, to be wealthy with just to be under the radar. Man, you could do whatever you wanted to.
And then we got to define wealth, because there's levels.
Look, guys, what about the other guys that are like the other watch people that are on YouTube? Is their primary source of income also YouTube, or is that more a tangential thing? They use YouTube to support some other business enterprise they have.
They do affiliates.
Yeah,
they get the license.
Houdinki's probably the greatest one, because he sold the company to an investment company for $20-30 million, right? And he's done extremely. He's basically a media organization. Look, in the watch YouTubing space itself, there are companies, a lot of them like Watchbox, Govberg, that company, they're promoting their own retail outlets they've got. They do a
that's
very
what
good.
I mean. Yeah, like Teddy Baldassare, for example. He used to be just on thing, and then he's got now suddenly a watch shop.
Yeah, listen, the only way you make money on YouTube as a watch reviewer is by being nice and making the brands fall in love with you. But ArchieLuxury,
you tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you're toxic.
He got this far being controversial. That's the thing. He can't change his image anymore.
Well, no. Well, I've look. I've done okay in my niche, but I must tell you, I think for me, I'm trying to simplify my life by so I trying to get rid of some commitments, meaning debts, commitments. Put some money reserve. If I can make a modest income, I could basically vlog and do shit anywhere, because the money's not in making videos, Chief Tit. Those, I'll tell you honestly, for every 1,000 views on a video, I get about $4 Aussie. Okay, so that Japanese movie you spoke about, I got about 3,000 views if I'm lucky. $12. See, hardly worth doing. The streaming is where the money is, right?
Yeah.
Streaming, I can make 200 to 300. It's not a lot of money because Google takes 30% of the day's takings. Remember that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's their fee, which, that's how it. Don't like it.
How you
don't
doing?
do it.
What's your cut in the average month?
Sorry?
In the average month, what's your cut?
Well, put it this way. I just did my tax return and I earned about 45,000 Australian for that's financial year.
Now, guys, who is going to tell you?
Admittedly, so I earned 45 and I spent about 20 in travel. So you could say, well, the 20 in travel.
I'm sure you wrote it off, but we're talking gross, not net. That 25 in travel was ridiculous. You shouldn't have done it.
So you could say, well, 45 plus 25, what's that? That makes it 70,000 Aussie. What's that? 50 US.
I want to know your gross cut from Google, not what your tax return was after write-offs.
Gross cut. Okay, well, I can tell you that's about 100 Aussie.
Well, I don't think that's so bad for what's going on here right now. I mean, what I noticed is
the funny thing is, now let me tell you this: it was 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
The year before that, it was 200. And looking at the figures for this financial year, it'll probably go down to about 80.
We need Tan back.
It's
Superjet. Speaking of Tan, here he is with $2.
Here we go. Hurricane, $2. Pull up Kenmore State High Wikipedia and read the alumni. I'm no longer in that alumni, Tan.
The Wikipedia.
I am no longer. They've got a porn star. I am no longer in the alumni, Tan. No, I'll just double.
They were not. They're embarrassed.
No,
by you?
I'm not there. They've got Jacinta Barrett, Hollywood actress. Lani Belcher, Olympic canoeist. They've got Olympic. There's a lot of tennis player, actress, former professional soccer, cyclist, Olympic I don't even know who these people. A couple of actors. There's an AFL player, pornographic. There's a model and actress, comedian, and there's a Brisbane some soccer player. That's it. No longer ArchieLuxury there, Tan. I was removed because I got removed because I was having a go at Alfa Romeo's. I was attacking Alfa Romeo Sally Speeds, and that was my payback.
What did that have to do with your alumni?
You know,
Yeah, what does Alfa Romeo have to do?
I added stuff myself there, and then someone came through and they got shitty at me because I was criticizing the Sally Speed, the F1 transmission, and they got all my entries removed.
What you have to understand about Archie is he's been thrown out of every club he's ever joined. I mean, literally every single one, even Facebook forums.
I remember in 2020 it was COVID and he was in the high school reunion group or something. And he was flexing everything and then he got kicked out. And then he called him poor or something like that. It was pretty funny. That was one of my favorite segments.
Have you ever heard that old Groucho Marx?
I'd never be a member of any club who would have me as a member.
Exactly.
Archie and I,
so good.
Archie, do you remember when you and I both joined the Oxley State High Facebook alumni group? You and I both joined.
Yes. Yeah.
Which of us?
I got kicked out of the Kenmore State High, which was a much more upper crusty.
But you and I together individually joined the Oxley State High Alumni Club Facebook group. And tell me something, Archie. Which of us got thrown out of there first?
I think I did.
Yes, you did.
What did he do, Mark? What did he do?
There was some guy on there who he remembered from school and he didn't like, and he told everybody that guy tried to kill himself by jumping out of a basement window. And for that, they removed him.
He's funny, man.
He's authentic. It's only one of a kind.
He's so stupid. He tried to unalive himself by jumping out of a basement window. And that's why he's still here.
They don't get any sense of humor there.
No. And then you were removed, and it was no fun. It was no fun after that anymore. Plus, which they were all asking me what year I went there and did I remember so and so. And I was
people take it so seriously. It's so fucking serious.
But I got to tell you, I must say, Chief Tit, seriously, I think for me, you know, honestly, I think my days of being in IT, that's a young man's game. It's a young man's game.
Yeah.
The positions I had, because I left, I'll be honest with you, if you really want to do well in IT, you have to go Sydney, Melbourne. Okay?
Yeah.
Did you get fired for drinking?
Sydney, Melbourne's expensive. And also, you know, I'll be honest with you, I kind of like, I may not earn the most money here, but it's kind of, I can do what I want. You know what I mean? It's kind of like semi-retirement.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Arch. I mean, I don't see you, I mean, sitting in a job where somebody's telling you what to do and you've got to be there 9, you've got to be there till 5. That's not for you. You'd be so unhappy doing something like that.
Food truck.
You know what, guys? I went to when I was in basic training, right?
Yeah.
It was a couple of years ago now. But when I went to basic training, there was this guy, this young boy. He was a corporal. He was 23 years old.
And he outranked you.
He outranked me. Well, I was just a recruit, right? So you have to go there.
50-year-old private.
Officer or not. Yeah. They treat you all the same. So you went there, and this kid had barely any hair on his face, right? So and he was sitting there and he said, "Okay, everybody gather around. I'm going to tell you all how we want you to shave." Do you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there going, this kid, I'm old enough to be his father, probably almost old enough to be his grandfather if I was a teenage dad. He's telling me how to fucking shave and he's got no hairs on his face. And I'm looking at him like this.
Chief Tit, there's the right way, there's the wrong way, and there's the army way.
That's exactly right. And you know what? The kid was embarrassed. But what's he going to do? And it's the same sort of thing. If you transpose that logic to what we're talking about now, Archie's going to sit there with some dickhead who's half his age, going to be telling him what to do, and Archie's going to say he's going to have to get fucked. It's going to be right here. And then it's going to come out. Why don't you get fucked?
Did you tell him he had no hair on his balls and then he sentenced you to KP for a week? Did you have to peel potatoes?
My dad tells the story. Okay, let me tell you this. My dad was actually he was called up for national service, but because he was at uni, he didn't have to go until he finished his uni. And he said in the Commonwealth Bank, and my dad used to work in the Commonwealth Bank, and he said what happened was, he said people if you went to Vietnam to fight, they would hold your position in the bank for you, right? Which is what they did. But he said everyone who came back, they were different. My dad said they had fucked whores, they had killed people, they had killed enemies, they had watched their friends die. I mean, these were people. These were not just guys; these were men. Okay, you understand? Like you think about it, you go to war,
manly men.
Your friends die next to you. You've shot a rifle at people, right? To try and you've fucked whores, right? And in the Commonwealth Bank, you got a manager who says, "Excuse me, you're supposed to use a green pen." In the bank, they used to use different pens. You've got to use a green pen instead of a black pen. Can you imagine? This is a man who's fucked whores. He's killed people. He's seen his mates die, and someone's saying to him, "I'm sorry, you're not using a green pen."
Yeah.
And that's exactly you know what I'm saying? Like they just didn't get it.
They're a product. You're a product of your experience. So now you're a product of your experience, and you can't turn around now and go do some menial bullshit.
Think about it for a second. Archie has never fired a rifle. Archie has never served his country. Archie, but Archie has fucked a whore. So you know what? He is entitled.
That's the important part.
That he wants.
I got to tell you something. Actually, I have fired a gun. I have fired weaponry. I have in Thailand at Pattaya, they had a firing range. I actually fired a Magnum, a big Magnum. The recoil.
You certainly didn't wear a Magnum, but you might have fired one.
Yeah, and it's I tell you, it is.
One year I had to bring my own Magnums with me.
No, but he's got his own experiences. I mean, Archie's he's even respected by these other people who have got millions of subscribers, this, that, and the other. But they all recognize the fact that he's the man. He's the freaking
most
original.
of them started right here on this panel, pinching the links and the leads. That's where they started, most of them.
So he's got kudos there, right? He's not a sellout to fucking, this is a wonderful
and
brand.
yet Chief, here we are. You still have not designed him a proper career.
Well, because I think, he's in the career he's got to be in.
That's the way it is. It's kind of.
It is the way it is.
Once you get into your mid-40s, you've got to either specialize or work for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. There's never a greater truth being said. He opened his mouth and a great truth fell out. That's so friggin' true. And that's why you should fuck off over to the beach, wherever it's going to be, Penang, Thailand, whatever, and go and do your fucking streaming for a couple of hours a day. Relax, have fucking pina coladas and shit like that. Do a bit of rooting, and that's it. What's wrong with that?
Exactly it. That
100%. Is it. That is it. That's why I always wanted to work exclusively for myself. I ran sort of like a corporate game for a couple of years, but you know what? I worked under fluorescent lights for a very short, brief period in my life.
And it wasn't for you, huh?
No, I managed to get the fuck out, but it was just through a weird series of things. But yeah, I haven't had a boss in Christ, maybe 40 years.
Exactly. So put yourself into his position, and you wouldn't do it either, would you?
Not now, I wouldn't. I'd be incapable of taking orders. Use a green pen. I would put that green pen right in someone's jugular.
They'll stick it in your fucking eye.
You understand what I mean? Like
absolutely.
it's just so fucked. I think I'll be honest with you. I'm not unhappy. I think where you've got to do is, okay, so in my case there, if I wanted to keep the fancy watches I had before, I'd have to get a real paying job. Okay, I wasn't earning enough.
Yeah, not worth it.
You know what?
Make yourself happy with a Pam and a Zenith and free time. Your own gig.
Yeah.
It's a better life.
It's not terrible. I think you've got to realize it's a different course, different stage of life. You know what I mean? And
horses for courses. You could still downsize. That traditional could go.
All I can say
the
is thank
tradition.
fucking God I'm not starting on the housing ladder now.
Now,
Gee,
yeah, terrible
fuck
time.
You'd be
me
fucked
dead.
now. You'd be
It's
fucked.
really
How are the kids? You
How
know
much do you
what?
owe on
Like,
the house, the apartment still?
sorry.
How much do you owe on the apartment still?
Well, it doesn't really matter how much I owe, but I can tell you this. I owe let me just work that out.
Do you
foreclose on the
do you
three, carry
own
the
more
four.
than? Have you paid off more than 50% of the house?
I own far more than that.
Okay, so we're close to paying it off.
Look, in Australia, the key is this. It's not whether you've paid it off or not. Is whether the income you're getting from it is covering the mortgage.
So my debt on the apartment's 35%, and on the house it's like 25%.
Yeah, you want positive rent numbers. You want a return on investment. ROI.
Okay, so I'll be
There's
honest.
no
35
ROI in
and
rentals
35.
anymore.
Okay, so the equity is massive, but the thing is this. Look, the thing is this. I got to tell you, the thing is for me,
Thing.
I also don't want to work for, I don't mind doing the streaming, but I would hate to have a job which I hated going to every day. And
Oh yeah, that's worse. That's like death. That's like living death.
Shocking.
I don't even like working too hard. I have a client who just called me up, or may become a client. I suspect will. It's an enormous job. She wants to send all 6 of her dogs to me at the same time for like an extended period, which is a huge amount of
how does
money.
she pay for that?
Mark, you should take dogs hostage. They trust you now. You
How
take
does
them hostage, you get taken 100K. You got it.
It's a lot
How
of
does-
money. Yeah.
How does she pay for that? She's wealthy?
Yes, very. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's not the sort of job I would want to say no to on the one hand. On the other hand, if you give me 6 different dogs who are unrelated from different people, it's an easier job because all I have to do is teach that one dog not to be a little monster. But when you give me 6 all from the same home, and I have to teach each of them individually not to be a little monster, and don't be a pack of monsters when you're together and outnumbering the owner, it becomes really, really a difficult proposition. So it's much harder to do that job.
But for what's the period of time did you say that you're going to have that?
I would have them for probably 4 or 5 weeks.
But
That's
does
a long time.
Is
So they
part of
can-
the thought part of the thought process from you? Fuck, for 4 to 5 weeks, I can't leave. I can't do anything. I'm stuck.
Well, that's my
with
life
dogs.
anyway. That is
okay.
my life anyway.
The problem is Mark wants to give value. He doesn't just sloppy.
That's also, yes, that's
you
100%.
you also got to. Mark's considered one of the best dog trainers in the world.
Yeah, I don't like
wanna
the
keep-
idea of just taking
Hey,
the money.
sometimes Mark, remember something. Don't be afraid to say no to work.
Yeah, no, I do.
protect-
Actually, you know what?
You've got
I
to
have a
protect
lot of
your reputation. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
far better off to say no to a job than to do a half-assed effort.
I'm not. You know what?
you know.
I no longer take dickhead dogs owned by dickhead people. Like
I know,
crazy is
that's
okay, one end of the leash or the other, but not both ends, because then it's just a little.
It's like you said before. You had that customer who didn't have a lot of money. You tried to give them some honest advice. This is what you should do.
They didn't like it.
They didn't really want to listen to you. They
No.
weren't listening to you. They and you could just tell that was going to be an unscrupulous person would take advantage of the get the lead, get the sale.
Well, because there was a lot of desperation. Sometimes people call me and they feel very desperate because they love their dog, but they just don't know how to live with the dog. So there's really an emotional attachment that you could take advantage of in my position. But I'm beyond that point. I do want to give value for money, and especially if you're going to give me tens of thousands of dollars, one individual. To me, that feels like a fair amount of pressure to perform.
You get paid that much.
What's that?
You get paid 10K plus for training
no,
dogs.
You don't understand, Kerry. He's the
He doesn't
world.
understand.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best dog trainers. America is
I'm-
very
What
expensive.
about the
country.
Mexican with the TV show?
I'm a high price hooker.
He
Yeah,
knows
like
that.
What about the
That's-
Mexican?
Yeah, I'm
That-
a high
What's his
price-
name?
We're talking
The
about
dog whisperer.
Carlos,
Caesar.
Caesar Milan. Okay,
Yeah.
Mark knows Caesar Milan. Okay, Mark's
well,
actually a better
Vaguely,
dog
yeah,
trainer,
a
but
little bit. A little bit.
that's
I've
Mark's
met him a
actually a
few
better.
times.
Mark's
just
actually
say
a better dog trainer than Caesar, but that's beside the point.
Well, he's very good at
You
it.
train a dog to like bite him or something, like kill him.
Mark,
So you got a
the real
monopoly.
value. I got to tell you, the real value when you know you're wealthy is when you can say no to customers. You say no.
That is me. I do it all of the time. Somebody here
that's-
said anyone can train a dog, and that's absolutely true, particularly if you read my book. Sometimes if people gripe at me about the money, I tell them, well, just go spend $20 on my book and train your own dog. I tell you exactly how I do it, like day by day. I give you day one, here's what you do. Day two, here's what you do. There's literally a program in the back of the book that tells you what to do every day for 6 weeks, at the end of which you have a trained dog.
Okay, guys.
You and Caesar Milan should compete. Who can train a dog faster?
We're going to wrap this baby up. This is the show for today. Guys. This is the show. I want to thank all our super chatters today. Tomorrow's my day off. I tell you what, that does help with the mental health. Having one day off, even though I don't work a lot of hours, it's good to do.
Yeah.
We have got Terry Boston, Black Cat 997, AD Never Calling, Sundust, Mr. GMT's Discount Seiko, MT85, Black Cat, CB, Rich Mitch, Black Cat 997, Chief Tit, Yankadoodle, Black Cat, Watch Nerd Nick, Little Dave, MT85, Black Cat 997, Black Cat 997, Huratan. Guys, that's the show for today. Back tomorrow. Marky, Let Dogs Be Dogs. It's available on Amazon.
All my books are available on Amazon bookstores, and they're also on audio, all three of them.
And the books are, tell us the book's called. You got
Let Dogs Be Dogs. The Art
Let Minotaurs Be Minotaurs.
Also, Let Horns Be Horns. Let Dogs Be Dogs. The Art of Training Your Dog and the Joy of Playing with Your Dog. Available in hardcover, softcover, and
I don't have dogs, but I found these books have helped me in relationships.
Yes, because just what did you do wrong with Dr. Wang? What did you do wrong?
I told the truth.
Yes. Tell the truth to your dog, guys, but not your mistress.
See you later, guys. See ya. I won't be here tomorrow, the day after. See. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.